Um, what I would like to share with you all this morning deals with two of the worst phone calls that I ever received. These type of calls you never want to receive yourself. My first call came at about 10 p.m. on Labor Day in 2012. The second call was on Martin Luther King's holiday at 6:45 a.m. One was from a total stranger. So let's say if a total stranger is calling your phone at 10 p.m. at night, how many people in this room will answer? Okay, well, most of you all didn't raise your hand, so you like me. I didn't answer the phone. The person, if somebody's calling your phone repeatedly, eventually you're going to get annoyed because it's after 10 and you don't even know who they are. And when I finally answered the call went like this. Hey, are you Tasha? And I was like, yes. Tasha's an endearment because my name is LaTasha. So if somebody called me Tasha, that means that somebody knows me. So the person said, hey, I'm with your mother. Your mother's been in a real bad accident on Route 210. What she told me is, hey, don't come over to the scene. I'm going to stay with your mother until EMT gets here. But, I was in total shock because my mother and I, we just had dinner with a loved one, celebrate their birthday. So I was almost in disbelief. So what the normal thing that you'll do, you'll call your mother. So I called my mother, and the phone went straight to voicemail. My heart, basically just dropped at that particular point. But I did go straight over to the hospital. The second call came from my goddaughter. Now, at 6:45, think about on a holiday, you're sleeping, you don't have to go to work. So it took her about 3 times to actually wake me up, from her calling. And when somebody called you and you immediately hear crying, hey, would that wake you all up in the morning? So it woke me up, and what I heard was, hey, Tasha, my father did not come home. I believe something happened. So what did I do again? I said, well, hey, I said, hey, let me call your father because Brad called. He actually was a liquor inspector. So if you are familiar with Fast Eddie's on Allentown Road, he was there working that night. So I was like, hey, your father was working, whatever, and still trying to process her saying that he didn't make it home. So I called his phone, and it went straight to voicemail too. I called her back, and I said, why do you believe something has happened to your father? What she had witnessed, they had a tenant there. You kind of eavesdrop, somebody banging on your door to give your family some information. She saw 2 police officers walk away. So immediately, at that particular point, her father was hit head on by a drunk driver on Walker Mill Road. So these are 2 holidays that 2 people was in, basically a bad accident. The first one, my mother's still here today. Thank God the fire station 45, they had the jaws of life to get my mother out of the car. After a drunk driver that was riding, the drunk driver was actually riding on a suspended driver's license. But we had EMT, all fire stations, and we had fire station people in there. They don't have the jaws of life. So we had to push to make sure that all of them had the jaws of life, because if they didn't have the jaws of life, they wouldn't have been able to cut my mother out of that vehicle. Also, we have one of the best surgeries. My mother's back had to be reconstructed. When I went inside of the room, and they showed us a picture of her back is all splattered. So my mother had a reconstructed back with 2 rods and 12 Canaanite screws that is fully functional today, because we have one of the best trauma centers in the state of Maryland, which is at Prince George's County Hospital. The second one brought awareness. And I want to thank Aisha for hearing me, because I've been crying since 2016, because although we involved with our community and we live in our community, we wasn't aware that if somebody was driving and they was at 0.22 alcohol level, that means that person's body was alcohol. And they actually hit somebody, killed somebody instantly, The person did not flee the scene. The police officer or the corporal person on the scene could not arrest that person. If he would have given that gentleman a ticket that day, they wouldn't have been able to bring him back to court to make him, to try him on something he already paid for. So we have a law in the state of Maryland called double jeopardy that we have to basically, get rid of, so that people can actually, get the consequences that they deserve. They shouldn't be allowed to walk around for free. So on January 18, 2016, that's when Brad Cole got killed. It took almost 2 years to basically bring his case to trial. And a lot of us probably are not really familiar with the organization MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, but we had the opportunity to basically, be a part of some of their ceremonies, and most people would get up there and say no justice for their loved one. The person who actually killed Brad Cole got 10 years, with 8 years being suspended. But each day that person does good in jail, he gets a day of freedom back. So basically for your loved one, right now, a person will only probably serve about 1 year. So what I'm asking you all today, the message up there, don't drive not being focused. So we talking about with the cell phones. I'm guilty sometimes with that too. So it's not just the millennials. Us ladies who like to put makeup on while you're driving, put it on while you're at home. Also, I'm guilty of eating in the car. You're not focused if you're eating in the car. And also, drive sober. You don't want to be the person that calls the next family to receive that unwanted call or that knock at the door. You all have a great day.